Success versus sacrifice. How do we get the balance? Here's my best effort at trying to find out exactly that in under 10 minutes. For those who are new here, a quick introduction. I'm Declan, a health copywriter and a former NHS psychologist who's pretty interested in life balance. The videos round here aim to help both you and I find life balance whilst remote working. Sound good? Cool. So, fellow life wanderer, what even is success these days? And what are we willing to sacrifice in pursuit of it? I'll tell you what success is to most of us. It's money. Like it or not, money is the most commanding yardstick we have been brought up to measure our self-worth upon. But financial success is only one pillar of life, giving us foundation as we face daily hurdles, a certain sense of stability as we trip, stumble, and inevitably fall flat on our faces from time to time. But there are 4 other key pillars we ought to pay attention to for overall quality of life, as far as I can tell. Mental success, physical success, social success, and spiritual success. Compared with financial success, the above sound kind of weird. But why is that? Because how often do you talk with a friend about someone you both know when your friend says, "Oh, that Lucy is a spiritual success, isn't she?" Precisely never. We're addicts when it comes to judging a large part of an individual's competence, skill, and overall value by how much cash they're bringing in. But what if that person from school who's gone on to be a financial success is also a physical failure, lazy and gluttonous, or a mental failure, close-minded and bigoted, or a social failure, hated and alone, or instead a spiritual failure, ungrateful and entitled? It's a conundrum. Are they still a success just because they're rich? Sounds oversimplified to me. And by the way, the same can be said for a remote, hill-dwelling monk who spends their time in silence. The monk could be an apparent spiritual success, yet also be isolated, too sure of their worldview, and unwilling to toil away with the rest of the village in their search for food. Really, we want each of these 5 pillars to support us in different ways, to help spread the weight of life and give us the best chance of being a more rounded, successful person, rather than having one almighty pillar and 4 that are crumbling away. In one sense, we can never be perfect. Perfectionists everywhere despair. And in the other sense, some would argue we already are perfect. You can relax now, dear perfectionists. This really is a head-scratcher. One of those kind of cool, kind of infuriating contrasts that the universe loves to serve to us and say, "Hey, figure that one out, smarty pants." But let's get this straight. Sacrificing practically everything else on a determined hunt to become a millionaire isn't cool. It's dumb. I'm saying this as much for myself as for anyone else, because as unlikely as it is that I'll ever reach millionaire status, I'm still tempted to get sucked into the material-obsessed mindset. What's the point of having a luxury yacht in Monaco Marina if you've forgotten your loved one's birthday once again, and your body punishes you with diabetes for overindulging, or your mind hates you for how eternally unsatisfied you are? There's no point at all. I get that this may come across as a sort of tirade about super rich people, and maybe it is in part. Nobody's perfect after all. However, surely we owe it to future generations to take care over how we continue to define success. If a teenager gets the impression that to be deemed successful, and who wouldn't want to be, then they need to make a load of money at the expense of their friendships, relationships, hobbies and health, then they're going to be sent unnecessarily up a very wrong path. At the age of 50, they may stop for a moment, exhausted and lonely, and think, "What the hell am I doing?" I'm sure we can all agree that societal views of success being almost exclusively tied to finance are more outdated than Dodos and MySpace. Remember them? So, how can we get things moving? The faulty definition of success isn't budging next week or next year. One person at a time, though, gradual change can occur. So start with yourself. How do you define your real net worth? And by net, I mean your life as a whole. Physical, mental, social, spiritual, financial. Is there enough time at our disposal to be marathon runner fit, a keen bookworm with a huge network of loving friends, a sweet 2-hour morning meditation slot, and earn 6 figures a year? Who knows? I'm guessing probably not though, for 99.9% of people. Again, that's okay. I'd soon feel a panic attack coming on if I tried to be some Jedi master of them all. Getting endlessly bogged down in self-judgment and comparison to other people is only going to punish us on the spiritual success scale after all. I think what I'm shooting for here, and maybe you are too, is balance. Not sacrificing 4 types of success just to be able to revel in one, and then later regret having put all of my efforts and energy into that one type of success, only to miss out on the other 4. So aim high in the 5 aforementioned areas and build those pillars to the clouds. Why not? In fact, I encourage you to. I can see no better way to approach life. But, try and build them at roughly the same rate. Is that a fair deal? Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Getting too preachy. In honour of life, death, and all the rest, Declan Davey. So, we've established that you want life balance. If you want to check out more videos relating to this topic, such as debating the contradictions of work versus play, love versus attachment, and ambition versus acceptance, keep track of the playlist in the top right corner of this video around about now. I'll be adding more videos over time to the playlist. If you want to get all of the content in one go, you can order the book version, which is available on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback. You'll find a page in the description below with my recommended books for different aspects of life balance: financial, mental, physical, social, and spiritual. I'll also include some links that I think are worth checking out for this whole balance thing. For some, I'll get a small commission at no extra cost to you if you decide to buy it via the link. For others, I won't get a thing. I'll let you know which is which in the description so that you can choose. Anyway, that's all from me. Keep being awesome, fellow life wanderer, and peace out.